welcome back to another lip balm review. I know I have not been as fast getting around to reviewing all of the regular Chapstick Duos as I meant to. Trying to fix that. So today I'm going to be reviewing the refreshing watermelon flavor. Yeah, I know it doesn't actually have the flavors printed on the bottom. I wrote them on the bottom so I could remember which one's which. So yeah, on its own, it's just this little, whatever you would call the shape. It's not really a cube, but it's kind of square. But yeah, so you open it up. It has the dome type product in it. It is a reddish pink. It looks like Neos basically, or as my sister mistook it for, she for some reason thought this was a wadded up Starburst. Why the fuck would I have a wadded up Starburst on a base? I don't know, but anyway. So there's that. Funnily enough, it does smell kind of like a Starburst, but yeah. Personally, I find these easier to use and to open and close when they are snapped together with another one, so for the sake of that, I'm just going to stick it on here. Yeah, I know, color-wise it looks like a Pokeball. But yeah, so packaging-wise, I think it's covered, format is covered. It's not natural or organic. It does not claim to be. It's chapstick. It's gonna be synthetic. These are not limited edition as far as I know. You can get them at Target, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them at like the big chain retailers, I believe, but those are like the main ones where you can find like all of them. Sometimes they're sold on their own, sometimes they're sold in packs of 2 like this. I got this one in a 2-pack, but you might find it individually. I've seen it both ways. So yeah, amount of product that is in these, does it say on the actual thing itself? It does not. Well, I forget if it was a 1/4 of an ounce or just like a tad under, but it was right around there. I believe I told you guys what it was when I was doing the first look at the Chapstick Duos. If you want to go back and check that video out, feel free. But yeah, so shelf life is not listed. It's chapstick. I'm pretty sure it just stays good however long that it stays good for. They don't really go bad. So, price point on them is iffier, because that absolutely does depend on if you find them individually or in a 2-pack. As a 2-pack, I've seen them go for about $6 individually, anywhere between 2 to 3. It varies from store to store. But yeah, sturdiness-wise, for the most part, they're pretty sturdy, but there is one flaw, and it comes in from where they fill these. On the bottom, right in the middle of the label, if you run your finger over it lightly, and I reiterate, do it lightly, you'll feel a little divot there. That is because there is literally nothing between you and the bottom of the lip balm itself other than this sticker. If you peel it up, you will literally see a hole going straight through to the lip balm itself. So do be careful with the bottoms of these. It is all the more reason to keep it snapped together with another one, because there is no chance of accidentally puncturing it with your finger or with something else in your purse. Yeah, word of warning. I thankfully did not learn this the hard way, but another YouTuber did, so I was very careful as I was labeling all these with a Sharpie, because it did almost go through. So anyway, no special features like SPF or medication, so we'll move on to scent. It smells really good. I'm not gonna lie, it does smell like the candy artificial watermelon smell, but it's still a really good watermelon scent. I like it a lot. It reminds me a lot of the, what was it called? The watermelon chapstick that came out a year or 2 ago in the 3-pack. It smells pretty much just like that. So if you like that one, you like this one. If you didn't like that, you'll probably want to steer clear of this one. But yeah, so let's try it on, see if it has any color payoff. It might. I find that it applies a little bit more nicely than the regular chapstick stick format one did. And there is the teeniest little hint of a color, but really I would not consider this tinted in the slightest. But it's just like in the light, if the light hits it just right, there is like the slightest hint of pink. On camera it's not even really showing it, but there is like the tiniest little fraction of a pigmentation in there. It's not going to show up on your lips, but yeah. But ooh, it does have a flavor. It might even be watermelon. What do you know? This one I find is nicer than the peach one, which that peach one let me down. I was really expecting to love it the best out of all of these and was the most excited for that one. That one was actually why I wanted this whole set, was because of that peach one. But anyway, consistency-wise, it's a thin lip balm. It's pretty smooth. There's a little bit of waxiness to it, but for the most part, it's very smooth and slick. But it does have a little bit of waxy feel in there. And let's see, stickiness. Not really. It's like, much like with the tint, it's the tiniest hint of stickiness. Like, if the wind blew your hair against your lips, it might slightly stick. That'd be about it. That's the length of it. So, in terms of moisturization, I have a feeling this one may actually have a fair shot at it. It feels nicer than that peach one did for whatever reason. I would have assumed they'd feel about the same across the board, but no, I like this one more for whatever reason, and not just because of the scent. It feels nicer, it smells nicer. Maybe I got a dud with the peach one. Maybe I should try getting another one. I don't know, but shine factor-wise, it has a little bit of shine, but not a ton. You can see it mostly on the lower lip. But, I also put a bunch on, but it's not like a ton. So, I mean, I think a guy could get away with wearing this if they wanted to, especially at this part of the year when it's kind of expected that, especially if you live in a colder or a windy climate, that you're going to need some type of lip protection against the elements. So, there's that. Longevity-wise, though, I mean, I already feel it thinning out just in the time I've been doing this review, but I do have a drinky here, so on first hit, it doesn't thin it out that much, but it actually holds up to the drink test better than I thought it would, but ultimately, yeah, I can tell that it's a lip balm you're gonna have to reapply a lot, so my analysis on this particular flavor of the Chapstick Duos, I'm going to give it a 7, because while I do love the scent and the taste and everything, the longevity takes a hit. The practicality of this, I mean, as cute as they are, they're not the most practical in the entire world, because on their own, where they'd be smaller and more easily portable, you have to worry about that hole in the bottom. Put together with another one, it's pretty bulky, it takes up a lot of room in a purse, just saying. If you have it at home, it's not a big deal, but out on the go, it's not the most practical. So that's a strike against it. And I don't know, I feel like the consistency could be a little nicer. It's kind of the generic chapstick feel, though, so I mean, I feel like I can't strike it down too hard for that, but I don't know, maybe I'm just a lip balm snob at this point, and I've gotten real spoiled by the super nice ones, but yeah, that's the only reason why I'm giving it a 7, even though I really love how it smells. Definitely going to be used anyway, but I want to be completely frank on every possible angle about these, so I am critical of them. So anyway, that's about all I have to say on this one, so as usual, if y'all like the video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, leave comments down below, and until next time.